Well, hey there, YouTube. It's Petey Two Finger, and today we're here to talk about deodorant. And if you were like me, meaning you're middle aged, you're Caucasian, you probably used mennen Speed Stick Musk. Now, it's no longer being manufactured. And if you contact them, they'll send you a message that says you should try some of our new flavors. Well, you can go here if you don't believe me. There's a Reddit thread, people who have been using it their whole life, and they can only find it online resellers charging an arm and a leg. And this thread has no useful information in it. 94, well, you're a noob. You are a noob. This guy paid $180 for 6 sticks, and I'm not going to do that. Now, they have this other stuff, the aluminum-free stuff that's bad news. And you can find, like I said, here's $40. Here's $250. It's probably a 3-ounce travel size with $20 delivery. And they have all kinds of new fragrances. I went to 5 different stores trying this stuff out, and not all of it is repulsive. It all smells like candy. It's all way too powerful. None of the smells are appealing to my palate. It all seems to be marketed to not to someone like me, but to a different type of person. All of these smells. All of these smells seem like they're not for me. They're for, like, I can't imagine anyone who would like that, but then I understand I'm not the only type of person in the world, and that other type of people like a different type of smell. So everything that's on the market smells like candy. It's all way too powerful and unbelievably expensive. Some of the stuff that came a little closer to my side of things, like these sandalwoods and more natural or neutral scents, were $15 and $18 for a thing of deodorant. $17. I paid $13.99 for, and my wife my wife was sick of looking at deodorants, so she was like, "Just buy it, just get it." And you know what? I wore it a couple of times. I reeked like this stuff for 3 days, and I just absolutely hated myself for smelling like this. And there's 5 things of deodorant in the bathroom now. I've tried 5 different things. None of them smell anything like what is pleasing to my nose. Okay, and I understand that for a long time things were out of whack in television and advertising, and now things have swung back the other way, and I am not being marketed to anymore. I'm white male is Satan, and things have changed, but that's not the real world. There's a lot of white guys out there who are buying these products, and we shouldn't be forced to pick something that's the least offensive smelling thing, which is the case that I went through. I've got 5 things of deodorant that I purchased when I went out, and all of them are hideous. They're all horrible. So if you know of anything, and I mean, I'm scared. I'm scared to go out with this stuff on, because now the new thing is sensory friendly solutions. Sensory friendly events. And they're saying it's happening everywhere. And what it may include is see, hear, touch, taste, smell. And less is more. It's calmer, it's pleasant, it's less intense and less extreme. And it's happening everywhere. And what this relates to is going to the theater. They have sensory, special sensory showings at the theater, and when you go to one of these, it's they don't turn the lights off. the soundtrack or the speakers are turned way low, and children are encouraged to shout and get in the aisles and dance and run around. And you bring in your own snacks and juices for the autistic children. And it's basically, from what I understand, the way that they described it to me, it seemed like it was a free-for-all. It seemed like that if you brought these kids into this environment, they would be doing anything but watching the movie. And they said that even the lights on the headphones cannot blink, because if they blink, it will throw these kids into a hysteresis. Now, if you're caught with a scent, these are also fragrance-free events. So I'm waiting for the day when I put on one of these new deodorant products and then go shopping and I get shouted down by some woman for being a toxic male scent whore, you know. And all I want is my Mennen speed stick back. That's all that I want back. Now, this Jovan musk is the smell that Mennen was emulating when they made their lower cost musk. Mind you, this is a much richer, much more complex scent, but it's the same smell. So in the meantime, I went to the resale store and I got a small glass spray bottle. It was a woman's perfume bottle that you would keep in your purse to freshen up on a date. And I dumped the perfume out. I filled this up 3/4 of the way with 92% isopropyl rubbing alcohol. And the rest of it, I added Jovan musk. So this is what I'm spraying on my pets. I've created my own deodorant. This is what I'm going to be doing until they get rid of the Jovan musk. And hopefully I'll have a heads up on that so I can just go out and spend $1,000 on it and have a lifetime supply. Because I know that I've been forced out, my kind has been forced out of the advertising market, but I'm not going to be forced out of the market on things like what I smell like. You can call me toxic, you can call me whatever name you want, but I deserve that. As a consumer, I don't want to smell like Berry Berry Whip Whip. I don't want to smell like something that is not made for my type of person. You know what I mean? And if you're not like me, does this stuff really smell good to you? Is that really what you want to smell like? I have a hard time believing that that's true. I really do. I really have a hard time believing that. And apparently, maybe I'm right because of the amount of scowling that I see in the advertisement. Like, that's the face that I make when I smell the stuff that they're marketing to me now. I mean, well, they're not marketing to me. I have no choice but to buy it. But that's the same face that I make. I'm going to kill you, that face. Anyway, you guys, take care of yourselves, hug your pets, stay cool, and peace.